Do you really think sugar is the great villain of our diet? Could cutting out sugar entirely work miracles for your health? Or are we falling for yet another internet exaggeration? In recent years, sugar has been blamed as one of the main culprits behind diseases like obesity, diabetes, and even premature aging. But what is true, and what is just a myth? Today, we're going to unravel everything about the impact of sugar on the body, explaining what really happens when we consume this controversial ingredient. And by the end, you will have a clear understanding of what you should or shouldn't do to maintain a healthy diet. Stay with us until the end, because some of the truths we're about to reveal might surprise you. Is sugar a poison? Many people claim that sugar is a poison, and that completely eliminating it from your diet is the only way to live a healthy life. But is that really true? In its most basic form, sugar is a primary source of energy for the human body. Without glucose, our brain simply cannot function properly. Our cells lose strength, and even simple activities can become exhausting. However, there's a huge difference between the natural sugar found in foods like fruits and vegetables and refined sugar, which is added in excess to industrialized products. The real danger lies in how we consume sugar on a daily basis. Ultra-processed products like sodas, candies, cookies, and breakfast cereals contain alarming amounts of refined sugar, which quickly enters the bloodstream and causes insulin spikes. These frequent spikes can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and an increased risk of metabolic diseases. Another crucial point is that excessive sugar consumption is linked to inflammatory processes in the body, contributing to the development of chronic diseases, premature aging, and even cognitive decline. Furthermore, refined sugar has a deceptive effect. It activates the brain's pleasure centers, creating a temporary sensation of well-being, but soon afterward causing fatigue and cravings for more sugar, leading to a vicious cycle. So, is sugar really a poison? The answer is not so simple. The problem isn't sugar itself, but its excessive intake and refined form, which dominates modern diets. Moderation and choosing natural sources make all the difference in maintaining good health, without giving up the pleasure of eating. Does sugar cause diabetes? This is one of the biggest questions about sugar. And the answer is, not directly. Many people believe that simply consuming sugar will lead to diabetes, but the truth is that the disease has multiple risk factors. What actually triggers type 2 diabetes is excessive calorie intake and weight gain, particularly when insulin resistance is present. But how does this work in practice? Our body converts most of the food we eat into glucose, which is used as energy. When sugar consumption is excessive, especially refined sugar, it rapidly enters the bloodstream, prompting the pancreas to release large amounts of insulin to regulate glucose levels. Over time, this mechanism can become overwhelmed and inefficient, leading to insulin resistance and, eventually, type 2 diabetes. However, sugar alone is not the only culprit. Ultra-processed foods, rich in refined carbohydrates and unhealthy fats, combined with a sedentary lifestyle, are the primary drivers of metabolic imbalance. Additionally, genetic factors also play a significant role, making some people more predisposed to the disease. But pay attention. If you already have prediabetes or a genetic tendency toward the disease, excessive sugar consumption can accelerate this process and increase the risk of long-term complications. Reducing the intake of added sugars and maintaining a balanced diet can be essential in preventing future problems. Is sugar addictive? This is a highly controversial statement. Is that uncontrollable craving for sweets just a matter of personal preference? Or does sugar truly have an addictive hold over our brains? Studies indicate that sugar can activate the same brain circuits linked to pleasure and reward as substances like drugs and alcohol. This means that when we consume sugary foods, our brain releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure, creating an immediate sensation of satisfaction and well-being. Over time, the body may begin to crave this feeling more and more, leading to a vicious cycle of consumption. However, Unlike drugs such as nicotine and cocaine, sugar does not cause severe chemical dependency. The real problem lies in its metabolic impact. Frequent sugar consumption leads to sharp spikes and crashes in blood glucose levels, which cause energy dips shortly after eating a sweet treat, triggering a renewed craving for more sugar. This cycle can result in compulsive eating habits and excessive sugar intake. Additionally, sugar is present in an overwhelming number of industrialized products, often hidden in ingredients lists, making it even harder to control daily consumption. Sodas, processed sauces, bread, and breakfast cereals are just a few examples of foods that contain large amounts of sugar, even when they don't taste noticeably sweet. For this reason, while sugar is not a drug in the classic sense, it can create a compulsive eating pattern and negatively impact the body. The key lies in moderation and choosing healthier sources, such as fruits and natural foods, which provide energy without triggering the same addictive effects. Does sugar make you gain more weight than fat? Another common myth. Sugar, like any other caloric food, can contribute to weight gain when consumed in excess. However, it is not the only factor responsible. What truly makes a difference is the energy balance. If you consume more calories than you burn, you will gain weight, regardless of where those calories come from. The real problem with sugar is that it is found in many ultra-processed foods, which are low in nutrients and high in empty calories, making it easier to overconsume and store excess fat. Ultimately, weight gain is about the overall quality of your diet and lifestyle. Moderation, a balanced diet, and physical activity are the keys to maintaining a healthy body, without demonizing any specific nutrient. Does cutting out sugar bring immediate benefits? Many people report improvements in their skin, energy levels, and overall disposition shortly after reducing their sugar intake. But are these benefits really noticeable in the short term? The answer is yes. Reducing refined sugar can trigger a series of positive changes in the body. When we decrease our sugar intake, we also reduce the glycemic spikes that overload the pancreas and cause fluctuations in energy throughout the day. This means less fatigue, more energy, and better metabolic function. Another significant impact is on the skin. Excess sugar contributes to inflammatory processes that accelerate premature aging and worsen issues like acne and excessive oiliness. Many people notice that by cutting down on refined sugars, their skin becomes clearer, healthier, and more even-toned. Additionally, the gut also feels the positive effects of reducing sugar. Excessive sugar consumption can feed harmful bacteria in the digestive system, leading to bloating, discomfort, and even conditions like irritable bowel syndrome. When sugar intake is balanced, the gut microbiome adjusts, improving digestion and nutrient absorption. And there's more. Reducing sugar in your diet decreases chronic inflammation in the body, which is linked to a variety of diseases, including cardiovascular problems. Less sugar means a lower risk of cholesterol spikes, imbalanced blood pressure, and visceral fat accumulation, factors that directly impact heart health. However, it's important to emphasize that you don't need to eliminate all sugar from your diet to experience these benefits. Small changes, like reducing the consumption of sweets, sodas, and ultra-processed foods, already make a huge difference. The key is balance and choosing more natural and nutritious foods. Does sugar accelerate aging? Many studies show that excess sugar can be linked to premature skin aging. This happens due to a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen and elastin, damaging their function and leading to wrinkles and sagging. If you want to keep your skin youthful and healthy, controlling sugar consumption can be a powerful ally. Sugar and mental health. What's the connection? Sugar can directly affect mood and mental health. Excessive consumption can lead to drastic fluctuations in blood sugar levels, causing fatigue, irritability, and even symptoms of anxiety and depression. Studies show that high-sugar diets may be associated with a greater risk of depression because they affect neurotransmitters like serotonin. That's why balancing sugar intake can bring benefits not only to the body, but also to the mind. Are there healthier sugars? Today, there are several alternatives to refined sugar, such as coconut sugar, honey, and natural sweeteners. But are they really healthier? The truth is that while some of them have a lower glycemic index and contain small amounts of nutrients, at the end of the day, they are all still sugars and should be consumed in moderation. The best approach is to prioritize natural foods and reduce dependence on sweets in daily life. So, is sugar the real villain of our diet? Or is the problem actually excess and lack of balance? The truth is that sugar can be consumed, as long as it is done in moderation and as part of a balanced diet. The real danger lies in excessive intake, especially of added and industrialized sugars. Small daily changes, such as reducing the consumption of sodas, sweets, and ultra-processed foods, already make a huge difference in your health. If this video helped you understand the impact of sugar on your body, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content. And now, tell me in the comments, have you ever tried cutting sugar from your diet? How was that experience for you? I'd love to hear your opinion. See you in the next video.